Alright guys, and welcome back to Armoured Warfare, and today we are taking out the Challenger 1 Falcon, the Tier 8 Collector's Edition vehicle. Now, I thought in my previous video I didn't do the vehicle enough justice. We were playing bottom tier in this thing, and being a premium, it's probably not going to perform as well as it could do against Tier 10s. So instead, we've taken out again with my friend Rydek here, and we are top tier. Look at this. 4 tier 8s per team. Now this vehicle is very well armoured for its tier. Even, I'm still really surprised that in my previous game that I played for my last video, I was being shot at by T-14 Armatas and I was bouncing their return rounds. So this vehicle is quite well armoured for its tier. And putting it against tier 7s and tier 6s basically puts you in an invincible position. So we're already one step ahead of the enemies. Those T-90s and that Ariete, though, could be a bit of a problem. And the Striker at that, too. Those Tier 8s, good penetration guns. I don't know what they're going to perform like against our vehicle. So, here we are. We're on High Wall, and it's an encounter mode. Basically, the majority of our team has all come south towards the enemy spawn, and the enemies have taken a completely different approach. They've all headed towards the cap circle, which is going to cause a few problems here and there. So, T-90, bounce off. BMD-4, fruitlessly shooting at us with a 30mm cannon in the front. It's going to do nothing. So we're going to have to break through this flank. There's a Leopard 2 and a T-90 down in front of us. We've taken 2 rounds from the T-90 and they both bounced. I put my return round into the Leopard because I find the Leopard is easier to penetrate through the driver's hatch than a T-90 is. This 120mm gun, though, on the Challenger 1 Falcon is surprisingly good. It's very temperamental, though. Another good round straight through the Leopard 2. You'll see here, there's 2 rounds in particular that... There you go. Look at that. I fired into the side of a weasel, and the round bounced. It just got absorbed by the tracks. 120mm cannon absorbed by a weasel. So, the gun is a bit hit or miss. But other than that, I find the gun is a very effective gun as well. It's got good penetration, it's got good damage. The accuracy is not too bad for its tier, but it could be better. And even so, I've used retrofits in that to try and boost the accuracy, but it's about as best as it can be, about 0.08, 0.06 degrees spread. So it's not too bad, but this is where the game starts to take a turn for the worse. So our team have completely broken through the enemy spawn. Basically, all of us have gone here. We've got 2 Macavers up top, and there's an Ariete rushing through the centre to try and get to that cap circle. Every other friendly is behind me right now, and the enemies are capping. We've got 50 seconds to get to the cap circle, and 50 seconds, well, 48, 47 now, to reset. Others, we lose. We are lose. We are going to lose, and we are lost. Right then. At this point, I was saying to Ryder, we're not going to win, are we? Look at this. This vehicle is just not mobile enough to get to the cap circle in that time. 30 seconds now. 65% capped. How is this going to happen? Well, we've got an XM8 and we've got the Ariete. Those are our last 2 chances at resetting the cap. XM8 there pops the ridge to try and get a shot. Sorry. But he takes a ridiculous amount of return fire. Oh my god, I'm dying here. Literally, the game is causing me to die. So the XM8 is basically been put out of action. He's on critically low HP, and there's no... Oh, he's dead anyway now. It's down to the Ariete. 3, 2, 1, and... Oh, we just got the reset in on the 1 second. Just the reset. The Ariete now sacrifices himself for the team. Fantastic play from that Ariete there. Look at him go. He's jumped right into the centre, about 6 or 7 enemy vehicles firing at him. And he has put the cap circle, or the cap counter, back to about 62%. Fantastic. That buys us a lot of time. It's bought me a lot of time, and Rydek some time. And the rest of the team time to push up to the cap circle and start to take them out. And now I sit here and think to myself, I can't bugger around with this Striker or the T-90 behind me. I have to get into the cap circle, and I'm going to have to do some damage and get some resets down. So there's a Challenger 1 and a Leopard 2A6, is that? 2A5? What is that? I can't actually see. 2AV, sorry. And there's a Macaver 2D and a T-72A. Put one into the Macaver, good reset there. So now the Macaver, good play from the Macaver here. He actually uses that little buggy to absorb any shots into his lower plate that I might be able to take. So I come round and I go for the T-72, but the shell dips so low it hits into the ground. Absolute disaster there. Rydek pops up with me, and well, these 2 guys are goners now. Look at that. Oh, the T-72A has absolutely no hope. I feel so sorry for him. That 125 is going to do absolutely nothing to a Falcon. And there we are, another round into him. He fires. commander scope is a bit damaged there. Look at the view range, though, when the commander scope dies. Look at that on the minimap. White circle. Bit bad. And it's back. Fantastic. Macabre 2D, he has fallen back, but there we go. Round into his front drive wheel. Through his engine as well, doing 516 damage. So far, we've done 3,200 damage and only taken 86 damage. That's how well armored this vehicle is when it's top tier. And being a premium, it's going to be top tier more often than not. The striker, though, needs to die. The enemies have got us in a good position now. We rushed the cap, but they've now surrounded us. Striker is dead. He needed to die. He was on a ridge overlooking us. We couldn't turn our back or anything to fight back to these guys. But no rest. T-90's pushing up against us. The Ariete also puts a round straight through my rear, doing 565 damage. Turn around, deal with the T-90. Here we go. Bang. Straight through the side of the turret. Now I think to myself, the Ariete's got the high ground, and we are sat here on a small high ground as well. He can get shots into us fairly easily. I'm going to have to get under his gun depression. So I push forward from my position, risking exposure to being shot at by multiple enemy guns on the enemy team there. Stingray 2, plenty of HP to spare. I just put a quick round into him, and he puts one into me as well. I still have 1,860 HP, though, to spare on these 3 enemy vehicles. Stingray 2, right, I want to push him back. I don't want him getting in my rear. The Stingray is a very, very capable vehicle at knocking out MBTs. So he's falling back. I know what he's going to do. I can already predict it right now. He's going to try and loop back around and come round behind us. So I'm going to push back up here, get into a good position. Now, I do also think to myself, Ariete, should I go after him, should I not? And I think to myself, oh crap, I'm side onto the Ariete. I don't want to lose any more HP to him. But he's firing HE at me. First one only does 23 damage. Next one bounces off. So get in the cap circle, and I know that the Stingray 2 is going to be coming around that corner any moment now. So there you go. Here he is. And I'm already pre-aimed. He had no chance there as soon as he came around that corner. C1 Ariete and a Challenger 1 versus 2 Challenger 1 Falcons. Now, the Challenger 1 on the enemy team is probably going to come over that ridge from where he was last spotted. That's a no-brainer. That vehicle's not very mobile, so he's going to be coming the shortest way to us to reset our cap and try and deal with us. So, gonna wait to spot him. La 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 la. The Ariete can't hit me from this rock. This rock is a good... There he is. Challenger 1, straight through the driver's hatch, and boom, blow the Challenger 1 out of the game. So now it's the Ariete versus us 2. And now we are working together. This Ariete doesn't seem to want to give up his high ground advantage over us, but he's going to have to. We have the cap circle, we have cover from his gun. It's either he comes and tries to defend the cap and deal with us, or risk losing to cap. Either one, he might die, or he's going to lose to cap. He's got the decision to make. So me and Rydek are behind this rock waiting. He comes round knowing that he, can't sit there all day. So we're just going to sit here. He has to come over. He hasn't got the gun depression to just pop over his turret and shoot at us. He has to show the side armor of his vehicle to be able to do that. And Rydek puts a round into him, leaving him on one single hit point. One single hit point. Look at the RNG there. How unfortunate is that? One single hit point he's now left on. So that Ariete decides, I can't do that. He can't come over that ridge and face us. He's going to have to move further back and try and use his gun depression to hit us. Well, I don't think he's going to be coming around here anytime soon now. Well, there he is. 1 HP. Get behind the rock. Rydek comes a little bit too far out and just risks getting shot at by the HE. But then he moves back, and then the Ariete, well, he's going to put another nice little round into him, doing a bit of HE damage, and resets the cap to another minute. Boo. And then some guy says, yeah, we have Unicums here. And I'm just like, Unicums? Seriously? We're not Unicums. And then the Ariete, well, here he comes. 1 HP. Now, the Challenger 1 Falcon does not have HE. So we can't finish him off with a simple HE round here. We're just going to have to blast him away with an AP round like that. We completely carried that game there. Holy crap. But if it wasn't for that XMA or the Ariete there, that game would have been a complete disaster on our behalf. Look at this. 4,697 damage. 4,149 spot damage. Ace Tanker Gold Star. And we got a Platinum Supply Crate. Holy crap. 5 kills, 3 assists, 11 spots, 5,211 reputation. Rydek got 13 spots and 10 assists. 22 shots fired, 17 hit, accuracy is not too bad on this vehicle at all. But the armor protection, holy crap, 3,980 damage blocked. We took not very much damage at all there. The only significant damage was from the Ariete when he shot us in the rear. So guys, thank you for watching this gameplay on the Challenger 1 Falcon. It's been an absolute pleasure to narrate it, and it was a pleasure to play the game. It was quite good fun to play. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.